Hey guys, welcome. So this is going to be my car vlogging series. The videos are going to range anywhere from like 5 to 20 minutes. Just depends on what I have to share. In this video, I share some really cool ideas about what this car vlog series is about. It's setting the precedence for why I'm even car vlogging in the first place. And I hope you listen and get something out of it. I'm just sharing what I consider my ADHD rapid fire thoughts in succession, where it's just like got, you know? So maybe you like it, maybe you don't, but it's really good gems in there. So listen and please like and subscribe. Let me know if you have any suggestions. Always open to doing things better. All right, have a good day, guys. See you later. Enjoy. All right, guys. Hey, it's Dia. So I'm back. All right, so I've been living in San Francisco for a year, and I have gained a good amount of happy weight because I'm in a relationship, and I've also gained weight because I've been struggling with stress. And I realized food can't be my only outlet when I'm stressed. So I am now embarking on a journey for the rest of this year I am committing myself to being consistent and following through with my plans. I noticed something about myself, and I've known this forever, is that I get super comfortable and I get very, I like let things go, you know, like the intensity of the way that I'm doing them. Because I feel like, oh my God, I'm not there yet, you know, rather than just taking a break and then hitting it back. So currently right now, my goal is to try and like really focus on eating healthier. So I have been trying to take like a calorie deficit, and it's really not working because I'm just overeating all the time. And I would say right now my average calories are probably about 2,000 calories a day, and it's not helping me. This whole week I probably overate a lot. This week my weight is up for sure because I overate a lot. Last week my weight went down a bit because I ate under my calorie limit of what I'm allotting myself. So right now my allotment is 2,100, but I realize 2,100 is actually too much. It should be my maintenance should be at 2,000. So if I go over 2,000, I'm overeating, which is why then my weight goes up. So now that I know that my maintenance calories are 2,000, that means if I eat at 2,000 every day for the next couple days, or if I eat within an average of 2,000 calories, so let's say on the weekends I do more because I know I go out to eat and stuff, then that means I will be okay. So I've really been trying to figure out how do you plan better. I went onto a coaching call with a coach that I am a part of her program. She basically does fitness coaching, and her whole thing is about giving you tools to be able to make your own plan that works for you. In 2023, I did a coaching, fitness coaching, and I was going to the gym every day, and I was maintaining a really good body weight, and I felt really good, but I still felt really heavy. And there was a piece of it that was missing, and I'm like, the exercise is not hard for me to do once I get into it. So when I'm out of practice, right now I'm pretty out of shape, it's harder to exercise for sure. But the good thing with exercise is once you start getting into the routine of it, at least for me, it becomes very easy to adhere to. And I no longer feel oh my gosh, I can't do this, I can't do that. The biggest thing that I'm struggling with right now is my food intake. I just eat way too much. I impulse eat, I snack a lot, and I'm really trying to cut down on those items. At one point, I was eating 8 to 10 snacks a day. I'm now eating probably 2 to 3, which is a huge improvement for me. I also realized something about myself where I tend to do things just a little bit differently. So anyways, that is where I am at with my lifestyle. I don't want to vilify myself for this. I don't want to make excuses for who I am or what I'm doing. I know for some people, the way that I look and the way that I am is probably good. I know that this is the heavier version of me, but I still love me. I still love who I am. I still love what I'm doing for myself. And I know that right now my weight is high and it's making me feel bad about myself. But I also know that I can choose to have those emotions and still do the things that I need to do to change the habit pattern. And so one of the biggest things that I'm learning this year about changing habit patterns is that the thoughts that I have around my habits are not always correct. And so what does that mean? For me, what it means is that as I chronicle myself doing this journey, I'm going to be so stickler about honoring my decisions. So if I choose to impulse eat, I need to track that in my food journal, and I need to say, Dia, this is what I chose to eat, and I didn't want to eat that. And so it's really less about controlling my intake and more about controlling the way that I choose to use food. I should use food for nourishment and sometimes pleasure, but it shouldn't just constantly be like when I'm stressed, when I eat, I do this, I eat, I do this, I eat, I do this, I eat, which is kind of what has become my norm, especially now that I'm like living in the city. But now my excuse is not, you know, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what my routine is. It's like, I have a routine. I know what to do. There's going to be periods of times of stress, and that's even more reason to, you know, really stay focused on my goals. So I am stating 2 goals in this video. The first goal is based off of what I did with my fitness coach. I like to call her my coach because she really does feel like my own personal coach, even though I'm not paying her for individual sessions. She has a really thorough information on her group. Through my fitness coach, I am going to basically create my own plan. So the first part of it is finding out my maintenance calories are. That means if I eat at this level every day, or, you know, it averages out monthly to be about that daily, I won't gain any weight. So that's probably like the first part of it. And then the second part of it is actively working on strategies to help me to move away from food as a solution. What I realized is there's this little voice in your head, and sometimes she says, oh, you don't need to play a video game right now. That's stupid. You should just eat instead. Or that's just gonna take too long to set up. And what's crazy is it's not even like she's talking about food. She's actively denying the pleasures of me wanting to do other activities that I enjoy instead of eating. So instead of eating, I would wanna, like, you know, play a video game. Like, I bought a Totally Spies video game, but the little voice in my head has been telling me like, oh, you shouldn't do that. That's childish, that's stupid. You should be able to just handle the stress and do what you need to do. And the crazy part, there's nothing about food in that voice, but that's the same voice that leads me to, if I don't do the video game, I will eat. Or you're not gonna do that. You're just gonna get obsessed with watching YouTube videos, and then you're not gonna actually get anything done. And you might as well just not do anything. And it's crazy because what I find is that, like, she's actively insulting me, the voice, is actively criticizing and insulting what I should do instead of just letting me do it. And then it leads me to food. So I have found that voice is actually really tricky. And I need to start practicing doing the opposite of what she says. So if she tells me that I should not play a video game, that's exactly what I should do. If she tells me that I shouldn't watch a YouTube video, I should set an exact timer for what I should do, and then I should, like, be rebellious against that voice. Because that voice is what I realized is leading me to my demise. You know, like, that voice is not helping me reach my goals at all. And so for a really long time, I've lost weight before. I was like, why am I not losing weight? This is not a new phenomenon. I've done this before. What's changed for me? And I think what's changed for me is that I have been thinking about, I want to look good for this person. I want to look good better than that person, da-da-da-da. But it's like, what do I want for me? Like, what do I seriously want? And I've come down to 2 things. I want to be able to do certain workouts and physical activity without feeling heavy. And I want to also feel really comfortable wearing the clothes that I own. Because right now the clothes that I own are not feeling well. And if I can have 2 of those things, then I will be okay. And I don't want to give that a number. I have an idea of what that number could look like, right? But, like, I really know what it's going to feel like because I've been there before, and man, it felt good. So I know for a fact that those are the 2 measurements that I can have is my clothing. Like, I want to be able to, like, one of my biggest goals is, like, I remember when I was smaller, I used to be able to go into a clothing store and just try on, like, a medium, a large, a small, and, like, any one of them could fit. And now it's like I very much am only like an extra large. And that's like a huge rub in the face. But it does tell me that there is a level of activity that I'm missing from my life, a level of control around food that I don't have. And because I took exercise out, because another thing that happens with exercise that I noticed is that, like, so the amount of food that I'm eating right now is what I could maintain if I actively exercise. So I know for a fact, actually I don't know this for a fact, but I know that I'm eating around the same levels of food that I was eating when I was working out excessively, so 4 to 5 times a week. And I was at like 190. Like, I was very, I was where I wanted to be. Now, whenever I tried to dial my food back and keep up the activity, that's when shit would start getting weird, and I started getting like binge eating and all this shit. So I was like, all right, let me just stop working out and see what happens. My weight has ballooned up. So I'm like, okay, there needs to be some level of activity that I'm bringing back. So like Tuesdays and Saturdays. Saturdays used to be my morning workout. Like every Saturday I'd go work out, and like that was like my thing. I haven't really been doing that lately, but like that is now gonna be my thing. Like every Saturday and Tuesday morning, I'm gonna go intensely work out. I had like a sprained ankle, but it's feeling better now. And so this Tuesday, I'm gonna sign up for my ClassPass class. And then for Saturday, I'm gonna sign up for something at like 9 or 10 a.m. And the only reason that I say that is because I genuinely want to live my life and I really wanna be active. And I think for whatever reason, just, you know, having a boyfriend, doing all these different things, I've really started to like just let things go and let things slide. But I'm feeling like, no, like I want to show up for who I am and be the best version of me, regardless of what happens. So I am going to be updating you guys daily on what my progress is. It's really hard for me to do this because I don't like bearing my soul as far as like this journey is concerned. I have so many of these videos filmed and I've never published them. And the crazy part is like I will start an activity and be like, I'm gonna do this thing, and then I just let it go. And it's like, I shouldn't do that. I should not forsake myself because I'm scared. And I think that fear-based decision, I told my boyfriend this year, I'm making less fear-based decisions. I'm making decisions based on the fact that I want to do it and nothing else. Like there's no reason that I should not be able to there's no reason why I should not be able to go and like do what I need to do. You know what I mean? So I'm definitely in a place now where, oh my God, I have like no gas. I need to go get gas. I can go, oh my God, I'm in Sausalito where I used to work, and I'm going to church, but I need to get gas before I go to church because I don't think there's a gas station in Marin City. Is there? I'm trying to think. No, I think the only gas station is in Sausalito. There is one in Strawberry, but at this point I'm super low. I was already low. I should not have been this low, but oh shoot, I forgot. I need to turn in my check. I also need to call the doctor's office. There's so many things to do. I've just been feeling very overwhelmed by like living my own life and then also like being responsible and then also like doing other things, and I'm just like, why is life so hard? But again, I think that little voice in my head that's telling me that I can't do it, I need to do the exact opposite and be like, okay, if she's telling me that I can't do it, that means I can do it and I need to. So that voice, I just need to learn how to like, not drown it out, but like practice not listening to it. So the voice of me, Dia, does not feel drowned by like stress or whatever. Ooh, I forgot how steep this exit is. Oh, I get to finally see the construction of the new school because the old school is really beautiful. Like it's like a fairy building. Like it looks so good. You know what I mean? I think for me personally, oh man, damn, I miss this school so much. Like it's so crazy. Like, you know, I love my new school that I work at. You know, I've learned so much about what it means to be in a different space or whatever, but like education is a hard one because it's so fickle in the sense that like if it isn't mainstreamed in a very specific way, it can very quickly like lose steam. Because I think with education, a lot of it, oh my God, the construction is so beautiful, man. I love, like, this is where I got my start as a teacher, and I'm so grateful for it. Like, this job made me love teaching. And you know what? This is like getting off track, but like I truly believe teachers who like hate teaching or whatever after, you know, a couple years, it's because they did not work at a school where they were loved. It hands down, they just didn't work at a school where they were loved. And I was loved at this school so much, and I love this school. Oh my God, I still miss the families and the parents and the kids, and like, I mean, it was the first 2 years of my teaching career. Like, that is a big, like, if I had to run a teacher camp and be like, this is what you need to look for in a teaching job, it's like screw all the like, oh, you should work here because of this, and no, you need to work where you feel at home. And like, I think that's one of the hardest things about teaching is really just finding your teaching home.
Okay, so that video went off topic, but you guys get the gist. My 2 goals, daily updates, probably weekly more likely. So enjoy, like, subscribe, share, do all the things.